Alice first picks, Lunox, stuff like that, Harley, and now we're seeing Chow, and it is dominating these games.
This is actually kind of
Yeah, whichever side Chow is on seems to do really well.
Barca ban coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very respectful ban.
Yeah, I like that. And I think they might not, for Team A77, they might not ban Chow. But Team Sexi, that's where we're going to see the ban. You know, if it's not banned, it's going to be first pick, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's 100% win rate, you can't beat that. You can't get better than that.
Lilia banned.
I think we're seeing a little bit going back into the meta, into the previous meta. The Lilia ban and the Farsa ban.
I like it. I like it. I mean, it's a respect ban, to be honest, because for Team Sexi, they lost to Lilia, right, in the previous match. So it's actually pretty smart of them to take that threat away. Make sure A77, they know A77 is really powerful in the early game. They're like, no, we're just gonna take that away to make sure that we win late game, because our jungler like to play assassins. So we want to make sure our early game is not that weak by taking away your early game. So I like that strategy.
I feel like they should have banned the Farsa even in the previous game, or taken the Farsa.
Yeah.
Farsa was causing them a lot of problems, and it's causing a lot of teams problems when Nicolette was on the Farsa. And I think Team Sexi really prefers drafting the Farsa. It's one of her comfort picks.
Yeah, I feel like they might have realized that too late though. I mean, they already gave up 2 wins, and now they're just starting to ban Farsa. So we're gonna have to see if they can make a comeback and win the next 2 matches by banning that. It's gonna be interesting to see if they ban Chow here too, so they don't first pick it. What were you saying?
And what else might be a problem right now? Let me think. Roger, I mean, it looks like both teams like to ban Roger in the previous games, but it doesn't seem like they're banning that. They're banning Sunshin actually.
Your team is picking.
And prediction come true.
I don't like that ban.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have banned the Chow or the Roger, because now I don't think best player is going to be picking Roger. He's been practicing it a little bit, but I don't think he's comfortable enough to be wanting to pick it right here. So now A77, if they want, that's a really free Roger pick for them.
And Roger did so well overall in this series. I'm questionable about the Yi Sun-shin pick ban. I'm not so sure why Sexi banned that.
I mean,
yeah, I feel like that's just the one out of the 6 that's the most odd ban for sure.
Again, it makes sense with it aligns with their strategy, because they're trying to take away all early game from A77, right? So the game they lost to Lilia in the YSS. So they just want to take away everything possible in that early game, or at least the combo that they probably know A77 is going to play. So it makes sense in that aspect, obviously.
I'm surprised A77 decided to go with that Ling again. It's interesting. It didn't work out for them in the first game. It seems like they're still going to pick that. I think it's because they don't want to see best player on the Ling.
That could be it, yeah. But best player just has so many heroes he could use. Lance is still up, Haya is still up. I wonder if those 2 are actually going to be the next bans coming from A77. They might be, unless they take their jungler right now.
Yeah.
And also, I've seen Mark play a lot of marksmen, but it seems like in today's matches, neither of the teams prefer going marksman.
Your team is banning.
Besides that Yi Sun-shin game.
Yeah, just one YSS match and that was it. I feel like marksman meta, it's kind of... Marksman jungle got a lot more weak ever since the most recent patch, where they changed penetration and they also added War Axe. I don't know much about A77's jungler, to be honest. I don't know if he really does like... you said he likes playing marksmans, right?
I didn't even know that Mark was their jungler. I remember... I mean, I did check up on Cardi's stream yesterday, where Cardi said, I think he said Mark was the best player on A77's side, but I don't even recall that Mark is the jungle in their side.
Yeah, I think their jungler could not play today, so they had to replace him. It was Poggy before, and now
Ah.
that he couldn't play, yeah, they had to switch their junglers out.
So I don't remember seeing low skill player. This guy was inviting me right before the tournament started to rank, and I declined it.
Just like Dave invited me to ranked before, and I declined it too.
No,
Ooh.
well, it wasn't for ranked. I was trying to record a video, but because I just tested out Nathan's ultimate, I realized how to use the ultimate. I was so happy, and
It's still so hard for me. He's really fun though, but I just can't get the hang of his ult.
yeah, I will show you the secret after this tournament. But secretly showing the secret after hours of testing. But before that, this game ban draft so far. I gotta say I like Team Sexi's ban pick. It's really good. I mean the bans might seem a little bit unorthodox, but it makes sense aligning with like the strategy they're trying to win with. Because they lost to an early game comp and they want to make sure that doesn't exist. You see their bans. Jawhead, Popo, and Koopa. They're taking away everything possible from early game. At the same time, they are like their comp so far is pretty aggressive. Early, it's a snowball heavy composition.
Your team is picking.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see which jungler best player is gonna go for. I actually really want to see a Fanny coming from best player.
I
feel
don't
like
think
Fanny-
he's gonna risk that. I don't
Yeah,
think
there's-
they'll risk it. I don't know. I think I agree with you guys, and I like Team Sexi's draft. But again, the Chow it has 100% win rate so far, so can't count that out. It's hard to say.
What do you think, Alice or Esme? I actually prefer Alice, but I mean they were considering going with Esme.
Your team is picking.
I think I would like Esme more, to be honest. They're both good though.
Yeah. And Lunox if Lunox go against Alice. When Lunox go against Alice, who wins the lane? Lunox, right? Definitely.
I think Lunox beats like almost every single hero in lane.
Yeah. I mean, the early game damage he has, the poke he has, if you get close, you get nuked with skill 2 and skill 1. If you don't get close, then you can't farm. So
Yeah, then they'll just freeze your lane and you can't hit the minions. It's really hard to lane versus a Lunox.
And Alice is so weak early game before level 4.
Yeah. A77, they're gonna have this whole thing reversed. Now their entire composition is on the weak side early. I mean, yes, their composition looks meta, but you have Kufra and then followed up with what? With Ling and then burst damage is Chang'e, so you don't really have a lot of damage early on. I mean, the only person that I think that do most amount of burst damage is actually gonna be the Chow. And if Chow get locked up in lane because it's Lapu and Lunox, then they lost all their leverage going to the next game.
You think they're gonna go for Chow tank, similar to what Team Sexi's been doing?
What do you think?
No, I don't. I mean, I've only seen Chicken do that overall, this tournament. And I don't know if other. I'm not so sure about the reason behind it because I feel like with an assassin troll, he also has a lot of mobility with his all his dashes. So I don't really know like why exactly you have to build that tank, but I see Chicken building that and it really worked out for him. So maybe it's gonna become meta in the near future.
5 seconds till the enemy
Yep,
reaches the
and with that being said, Jarrell Chow should take up Assassin Emblem. But before we focus on that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game 4, the match point for Team Sexi. We're now looking at the both sides. On the blue side, we have Team Era77, and on the red side of Team Sexi, a little bit of wave cutting action again from Team Sexi.
That's a bit unfortunate. I don't know why Lunox is laning against his troll. I feel like if Lunox was laning against the Alice, it would have been more successful.
And yeah, if you see Dave, Shark and Chicken right there, they both got level 2.
Yeah, that's actually really good
It's
strategy.
really popular. And again, they're gonna secure this mid crowd for I think every single game in this whole series so far.
It looks
And
like
I'm hopeful that this time they're gonna contest the turtle.
I think, yeah, they certainly could win a turtle fight because Low E is so strong early game. Mathilda, really good early game.
Yeah.
Lapu's on the turtle side, so he'll always be there. Still has flicker. He didn't need to spend it even though he got very low. I think they do win turtle fights here.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
But knowing best player, they might just give it up.
They might. I mean, wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, top side on Mathilda might be in a little bit of trouble right here. Getting knocked up. He's going to jump away just in time. Shark with a heal is able to stay alive for now. And team A77 gonna back away just in time. Hayabusa looking for a little bit of damage. Ling in the mid lane though, looking to kill this Nicolette, who will flicker away to safety. And both sides seem to trade a lot of HP and skills.
I feel like this game is similarly drafted as the first game.
Ufrado will be pulled back in. The ultimate comes out. First blood will go over to the favor of Nicolette. But at what cost? It's going to be another trade. It's a real beautiful rotation to the mid lane. We'll make sure that one happens.
It was really a pretty even trade, but
Yeah.
it does seem like A77 is about to start the turtle.
That was just tank for tank. Nobody really won or lost that, I guess.
I mean, okay, this game, we gotta talk about the same question because it's so important. Who skills better into late game, you think, Zane?
Damn it, it's a good question because they do have Alice on blue side, but at the same time, Lunox is just so powerful against Alice, so it would really be hard to say.
Yeah.
Probably blue, to be honest, would do better late game.
Red team hero has been
Hold that
slain.
thought.
Yeah,
All the stuff that's happening
1v1.
topside. Jerome's gonna get a one-on-one onto Lunox. You cannot underestimate the emblem he's taken. That's 6% extra damage when you're isolated, and that's exactly what happened. Chow take advantage of that, able to get himself a 2-0 KDA so far. And if this advantage continues, this might just be the hyper carry on the Chow.
they should have swapped lanes. Honestly, even though it's gold lane on top, but
lane?
I feel like Luna's going in.
Chow will be slayed down. Best way jumping, doesn't have ult anymore. Chang'e with the ult this time, not gonna find enough. Mathilda jumping in, finding ult onto the Chang'e, who's taking a little bit of damage. A beautiful ult from Cobra, getting 2 people onto the wall. They take down one, and A77 looking for another one. One more dash will make sure this one happen. Double kill goes to Alice, and A77 take this fight.
Really good camp there from the Kufra. So
And
as
the
soon as they
Alice-
were chasing that Chang'e, they just instantly went on the Lo Yi and she stood no chance. I feel like they, I don't know, now that we're watching this replay, I feel like, I don't know why they kept chasing her. I don't think they would have killed even if the Kufra wasn't there. That was just a really
Tower
sloppy
was
play.
right there. That wasn't a very decisive play coming from Team Sexy.
Red team
It
has
looks
slain
like
the turtle.
for the first time we're seeing best players team getting the first turtle.
Yeah, 4 minutes into the game, a really late turtle, but they do manage to secure it for pretty much free.
Yeah. That was actually interesting how they went. Oh, Loi is having a little bit of sneaky teleport to the mid lane, undetected. Chang'e might be in a little bit of trouble right now if you're not careful. Chow looking to engage. Look at the Chow's position, looking for something really, really dangerous. I mean, both person can't be the target. The Shark or Nicolette, it might just happen. Alice on the bottom side, pretty peaceful so far. And an even gold on both sides as well.
A gold lead is both sides are even on gold, and I'd agree with Zane. I think blue has a stronger late game if it really scales into late game. But Haya also is a late game comp.
Yeah. It's just highest damage more conditional, you know, than Ling. Oh, yeah. The teleport on the top lane into the bush. Undetected Kufa does find out this. Kufa taking a lot of damage and pop the flicking himself away. Not gonna be fast enough. A kick under the Chow will get high and low. Not gonna be low enough either, and he will be eventually going down. Alice coming in, so 1-3 trades so far. Merciless trying to pop the flick and get himself to safety. But one more auto attack will find this kill. Ace outside the base. Team Sexy will take the entirety of this team fight.
That gave them Team Sexy a 2K goal lead. That was a wipeout.
I was looking...
I don't think...
Sorry, continue. That was looking pretty even at the start. I don't know what happened to A77 there. I mean, they got the Haya, but like Jero did a good kick on the Haya after Cooper flickered under his tower. He brought the Haya with him, put best player in a bad spot. I don't know how they lost all 5 people there.
I think the Lunax
I don't know if they can. Yeah, I think the side laners did the most there. The Lunox and the Lapu.
Red team turret
But
And
Chow-
also Alice rotated a little bit too late.
Again though, another 1v1
Yeah.
at top lane. Chow versus Lunox.
Red team has
Yuna
slain
can't
the
be doing
turtle.
that right now if they
Shit.
want to keep this gold lead.
This is the window of opportunity for AR-77, to be honest. If they continue, if
Yeah,
Shao
for
continue
sure.
to find the skills, there's definitely gonna be a lot of problem on the top side. Best player jumping in, looking at the shadow connects, the kick. Chow does not have the ultimate. He does have it now, and he's gonna find the kick. Really patient on the skill use. Shar coming in, the ultimate will connect. Chow taking it very low. The burst damage comes out. The shield won't be enough. What a beautiful mechanic from Chow to make sure he stays alive to see another fight.
I mean, you see there, even with the assassin Chow, he also is pretty hard to kill.
So mobile. Speaking of mobile, chicken
Ooh, nice
will jump
diving
in on the
into
bottom
that.
side, protecting the tower from falling. Lean, beautiful ultimate, stay alive for now. Shark is coming in, looking for the engage. Can't quite find it. The beautiful use on the invisibility. Make sure everyone get out safely. But bottom and their teammates can run, but tower cannot. And bottom tier 1 tower seems like gonna fall at any second. Was a wave coming in.
I think this bot tower is gone. Side of
Yeah,
A7.
A77 was trying to do
Blue team turret
just
has
that. They
been
were trying to get the bot tower, and then all of a sudden, Team Sexy rotated and they just flipped the situation. Now they got the bot tower, and A77 didn't.
Oh, Loi.
Good rotations coming out.
Chang'e will be engaged right here,
Ooh.
taking quite a bit of damage. The Shark found himself. We're deep into the enemy line, completely isolated right here. Getting rooted up, Purify will keep himself safe for now. Alice is not going to find a second engage. Hayabusa can look for the damage. Lepo coming in. Look at the damage from Nicolette. The kid comes in. And the target is going to be the Shark. He'll be instantly isolated and taken out. But at what cost? It's a 1-4 trade instantaneously. Ling is trying to survive. He's leaving without any energy. Best player is on pursuit. He's looking for the last spray, standing on the map. And low-skilled player does not have any energy. He's just delaying the inevitable. As this team fight will go to Team Sexy.
Man, I actually expected that Team A77 has a stronger team fight potential, but it looks like they're losing pretty much every team fight when it's a 5v5.
I feel like the Lunox and Lapu combo is just so strong right now. Like they dove that tower like it was nothing. Lunox flickered in with her dark form, instantly switched over to light so she can't be killed. That one flicker combo does so much damage. That's part of the reason why Lunox is such a good pick. And you can see Yuna's doing really good with these flicker combos. He did it well on the Chow. He's doing it really well on the Lunox. Despite the 1v1s, he's still putting work in.
Yeah.
Like Dave mentioned yesterday, Dave really likes Yuna's Lunox. And the first Lord goes to Team Sexy.
Yeah. Looking at the gold chart right now. I mean, it's a solid 5,000 gold ahead. So, and they got the Lord just continue to cement their control in this game. And right now, Team AR-77 really have a vertical wall to climb. Well, I do think they still have a chance though. They just have to make sure they don't commit so hard. As Zay was pointing out, the Lunox Lapu combo is proven to be way too much. If they group up, if they don't group up, and then those combo cannot hit like multiple people at once, they might be able to win this.
Yeah, and Chow is carrying his team, but it's just not that much he can do.
Yeah. This is now bottom lane. Luna's trying to get himself away. Speaking of isolating,
Ooh.
look at that burst damage though. Shutdown comes in, but it's not going to be enough to save his Ling. Ling will be taken out. A Lord is still marching forward into the high ground tower. Team Sexy are forcefully knocking down the top lane, entire lane of towers. Easy peasy, 1-2-3 easy. Lapu's life still coming online.
Yeah, look at that
Jumping
life
back
steal.
in. 1 versus 4, not going to be a problem. Best player being taken out. Chang'e's ultimate is in. Chow kicks back in. It's a 0-3 trade so far in the base. But the tower is not going to stay any longer. A beautiful defense. And A77 will hold their line.
A little bit too aggressive from Team Sexy. I think they were getting ahead of themselves there. They just really want to end this whole series and this whole tournament. You could see best player in that replay just full dove in trying to make something happen, and yeah, I think they just want this series to end already, to be honest with you.
I mean, I think best player needs to be a little bit more patient in the next engages, but I feel like at this point, it's a rather one-sided game.
They do have to be really careful though, because like we were saying, I mean, Blue side just has so much late game with the Alice, with the Chang'e, and it's gonna be pretty difficult to deal with all that. And their gold lead shrunk too by a few thousand off of that 3-0 team fight.
Yeah.
Alice is really good at defending as well as the Chang'e.
Oh. Imagine if that pool connected. That was close, right? Like the Ling just have fast fingers. Even though his name is low skilled player, but he's pretty high skill to be honest. Fast fingers for sure. So far, we're still gonna sit
3
at
people
a
that bought on
bottom
the
lane.
Chow ends up falling.
Chow finally getting caught off. This monster, this team decider, this team carrier. Back longer hurts, but before that, Merciless will be pulled into the circle of death. Nicola will make sure that one happen. Another pick, 0-2 to the favor of Team Sexy. What a fight.
Man, the Lunux damage is just beyond compare. Even her life form is doing so much damage to the lane.
Team Sexy really has to start freezing waves, to be honest. I don't know. I feel they're being... The way they're playing is just really, really risky.
Yeah, they don't seem like they need it. A lot of people
Oh, looks like
diving
they want
in
to try
right
to end
now.
the game here, maybe.
The base is
Now they
getting
back
choked
off.
up, but they will survive. But mid High Ground Tower is not gonna see another like. And
You
they,
can see that the way they're playing now, they're really desperate to just end this game right now. I think they just want to... I don't know. The last game of the finals, they just want to... You could see how it's affecting their mindset, and they're being a lot more aggressive. I feel like if this was not the game point, they wouldn't really be going this aggressive on A77's base.
yeah.
But it is, this point of the game, they are, like, even if they dive that turret, they can pretty much still survive. But this Lord fight is gonna be a game decider for both sides. I think if Team Sexy is able to secure this Lord and not have that much deficits on their members, it's pretty much a GG.
Yeah. Both sides are setting up for Lord. Knocking up, coming in. Kufa find the ultimate. But they're going to be pulled in. Ling jumping in with the follow. The damage is not going to be ready. Luna on the side. Kufa will be taken out. Chang'e will find a trade on the side. And Kufa actually stayed alive in the end with his immortality. Oh, he steals the Lord! And that will change the fight! Kufa will be taken out. He'll be taken out eventually. It's a 1-2 trade so far. Alice will find escape. But what a steal from low skill player on the lane.
Nice low yield.
Nice
Patches
low
out.
yield.
I think both of them are done. This might be the end of the game, Dave. Might be the end of the series.
This might be the end of the series despite the Lord steal. The wave is coming in. Ling cannot defend against 4 people. And ladies and gentlemen, as Team Sexy walking to the victory, we have declared the winner of North America Round Table, Team Sexy.
Victory!
Oh man, what a fantastic team fight. Team Sexy really pulling together. I think the Lunux during mid game really helped pull their team together. Wipeout on the top turret pretty much changed the tide of the game around.
Yeah, I think after that wipeout at top lane, it was really hard for A77 to come back from something like that. Like we saw yesterday, where Team Sexy played versus... I forget what team they were versus yesterday, but they got a lot of early kills at the top lane, and best player on Lance was just going crazy. Oh yeah, East Coasters versus Team Sexy, and a team fight similar to that happened, and the game was just out of control after that.
The moment Kush died on top lane, it's pretty much one-sided towards Sexy. And we're seeing it again in the match point for Sexy. I mean, this game, Yuna definitely carried.
Wow. You know, I want to tell you, we scheduled a player interview, but we didn't. So we'll probably do that on our live streams in the future. But great job from Team Sexy. Pulling up, showing that a team, a player of this caliber can come together in a short notice and form a team as top of the crop and takes this entire series by storm. They actually got dropped by A77 in the winner's bracket and came back, fight their way back to the winner's bracket, end up winning this entire series. What a valiant effort from Team Sexy. But good job to Area 77 for taking the second place also. I mean, any closing statement Liz and Zane?
No. GG's to everybody who played in the tournament, not just in these 2 games, but thank you for setting the tournament up as well, Dave.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Biggest effort goes to Dave. Dave did so much throughout this tournament, behind the scene, in front of the scene. I mean, while we're casting, Dave is actually doing all the work still.
Big
props to Dave.
I think the
Pretty
biggest MVP goes to my computer for holding up. Didn't die while we're casting. If the computer died, and then I guess we'll be shouting towards the black screen. But hey, guys, once again, thank you all so much for coming, and we're gonna send it over to our incredible host, Sky. So if you haven't followed our incredible casters and hosts, make sure to go ahead and do that right now. To stay tuned for future tournaments. Their information are going to be displayed in chat. Go ahead and follow them, follow their future streams, future events, videos. With that, I'm sending it over to our incredible, beautiful, sexy, charming caster, Sky.
Peasy lemon squeezy. Team Sexi wiped out the competition. They didn't just wipe out A77, they wiped out the entire competition and showed us how underdogs can still come up to be #1 at the top. They are the winners of the North American Roundtable Tournament, guys. You have your winners. Look at that. Amazing. But that was also an amazing, valiant effort from everybody who participated in this tournament. Everyone did a really good job. Everyone brought their A game. But there's obviously some people shine brighter than others, but it doesn't mean that that's your last chance. Hopefully we'll have more tournaments in the future, but for that to happen, you guys are going to have to give support to Dave because he hosted this entire tournament and made it possible for us to even have this tournament. So for tournaments in the future, you guys say big thanks to Dave with controlling the camera, casting, teaching us how to cast.